Edmonton's top 5 court cases of 2011 include an aspiring serial killer filmmaker, a businessman who thought he was Tony Soprano, and an injured worker who took hostages at the WCB.
There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that you're involved in the disappearance of John Altinger.
The #1 court story of the year has to be the bizarre first-degree murder trial of Mark Twitchell, a sensational case that attracted international media attention. Twitchell was sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for 25 years on April 12th, after a jury convicted him of the 2008 dismemberment killing of Johnny Altinger. The fascinating courtroom drama included dark online chats, an extramarital affair, references to Star Wars and the TV show Dexter, and the diary of an aspiring serial killer. The #2 case created the most dramatic and shocking courtroom moment of the year. On January 26, the sentencing of businessman Dave Meir on a series of fire bombings and death threats against rivals turned into an obviously orchestrated gong show. As Meir, who was portrayed by the Crown as a wannabe Tony Soprano, was being handed a 15-year prison term, he could clearly be seen making a hand gesture resembling someone pressing a button. Seconds later, Meir's daughter jumped up and launched into an obscenity-filled rant at the judge that led to her being taken into custody. #3 is the case of Patrick Clayton, who was sentenced on November 22nd to 11 years in prison for holding 9 hostages at gunpoint inside the WCB's downtown headquarters in 2009. #4 involves a brutal crime that shocked the city. On July 25th, Gary Mattson was declared a dangerous offender and ordered locked up indefinitely for the senseless 2009 curb stomping of bus driver Tom Bragg, an attack which left the victim barely recognizable and partially blind. The last of the top 5 is a case that also brought international attention to Edmonton. It involves Saifedean Tahir Sharif, an alleged terrorist who was wanted in the US for his involvement in a 2009 suicide bombing in Iraq that killed 5 American soldiers. His extradition hearing is slated to begin on January 30th. For Sun News, I'm Tony Blais.